Hi Farmies, I'd like to talk to you today about adrenal hormone replacement. This is continuing our endocrine discussion. The hormone that we use as an adrenal hormone replacement is hydrocortisone. So adrenocortical insufficiency is what we call Addison's disease. So low functioning adrenal glands are Addison's disease. So what hydrocortisone does is it mimics cortisol. So what we have to just assume that hydrocortisone acts like cortisol in our body. So it maintains our blood pressure, it regulates metabolism and inflammatory response, and then we have some side effects: bone loss, peptic ulcers, infection, GI bleeds. So we're going to have to monitor for all of those kind of things. All right, so and as with any type of glucocorticoid, we don't stop, we need to taper this medication. So I have some pictures for you. We're going to look at hydrocortisone and how it treats Addison's disease. So the tablets mimic the natural effect of cortisol. So here's our cortisol on the body. So our adrenal glands sit right here on top of our kidneys, and this is cortisol. These are the levels of cortisol in your body throughout the day. So cortisol is the hormone that helps us maintain our circadian rhythms. So if it's working properly in your body, cortisol levels should climb in the morning. When you wake up, you should have energy, ready to go, and they decline throughout the day, and they stay low overnight to let you stay asleep, and then they start climbing again when it's time for you to wake up in the morning. So some of us have a very flipped rhythm and we're night owls. That can be because our cortisol levels peak at different times during the day. So what does cortisol do in the body? It will affect our sodium and our sugar. So I mean here, sugar and salt, both of these go up. So you'll have an increase in your sodium, so hypernatremia, and you might also have an increase in your blood glucose levels. So things that happen when you have an increase in blood glucose levels, you will have impaired wound healing. It'll kind of look like you're diabetic if you think about it. You'll have increased blood sugars, so that will affect your wound healing. It'll affect your appetite. You may gain weight. Another thing about hydrocortisone is that you cannot take it with NSAIDs. If you recall, NSAIDs cause GI bleed, if you take hydrocortisone along with NSAIDs, you increase exponentially your risk for GI bleed. So I just made this little Halloween bloody spot here so you remember. So you're going to look for coffee ground emesis. Everybody who's had Miss A for any simulations knows about coffee ground emesis. And then also blood in the stools. All right, fun fact as we finish up here on hydrocortisone, JFK, one of our presidents, had Addison's disease, and you can see from his skin color, can you see the difference between his skin and Jackie's skin? People with Addison's disease have a very kind of an orangey color about their skin. That was not from makeup, that was his natural skin color. All right, so there you have it, hydrocortisone. We said increased sugar affects wound. What would increased salt affect? If you have increased salt, you're going to hang on to water, so you might have increased edema and increased blood pressure. You could have increased blood pressure. All right, so there you have it, hydrocortisone.